Hello and welcome to R&D Mathematics. Today we are going to talk about Cartesian plane. Cartesian plane. Now this is the famous x and y axis. X-axis is the horizontal line, y-axis is the vertical line. Now this name, we also call this xy plane, or we also call it 2D plane because it's two-dimensional, or Cartesian plane. Now this name Cartesian is coming from René Descartes, the famous mathematician. And I think you have heard about him. He's the guy who said, I think, therefore I am. And what do you think about this statement? Please write your comments. Actually, I honestly do not agree with this statement. That's a separate topic for a separate video. Now let's go back to Cartesian plane. Now we assign numbers in these two lines. Here, this point 0, 0, or the origin, we call that guy origin. And x-axis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Y-axis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3. So right hand side of x-axis positive numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Top side of y-axis again positive 1, 2, 3, 4. Left hand side of our x-axis they are negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. And bottom negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. Now we have to understand how to plot points. Now if I put up, say if I go 2 units to right, 1, 2 and 1 unit up, this point, I can denote the position of this point by 2 units to right, so 2 units in my x coordinate and 1 up in y direction 1. So this is a way of representing any point on the plane with reference to a nice system. So that's our axis system, xy axis. So that's why we have 2D plane here, a way to represent any point on the plane. For example, this point right here, 3, comma, y coordinates negative 1, right? So any point, for example, right here, well, it's 4 point something, it looks like 4.5, 4 and 1 half, comma, and y height, maybe 3/4, like that. So any point we can denote. Now, one thing to understand here, when you draw these two lines, our plane is divided into 4 segments, 4 sections. So this is first, we call it a quadrant, first quadrant, because it's out of 1 out of 4. So first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. Now, a few important things to know about quadrants. First quadrant, if I ask you, what can you tell me about first quadrant x and y? They're both positive, right? Second quadrant, one is positive, which one? Y. Y is positive, x is negative. Third quadrant, they're both negative. And fourth quadrant, x is positive, y is negative, right? Now, in addition to that, there are points on these two lines. For example, this point right here, even though we wrote 3 here, the proper way of writing the position is 3, 0, because you go 3 units to right and you don't go up or down, right? Exactly like that here, Even though we write 2 here, normally we write it like that, but as the position, it's 0 comma 2 because you don't go left or right and you just go to units upright. So that's why we have here 0 comma 0, the place we start everything. Okay, Cartesian plane. I think that is enough for today's lesson. Thank you.